Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we got another Pirate Lord, which got me really excited to be playing Pirates. And I was gonna dive in and build a full Grixis Pirate stack, but then I remembered that way back when there was actually just a straight up mono blue Pirate stack that did pretty well. It was one of the best budget decks you can come into, especially in paper, because a lot of the cards were really cheap, but I mean, flying decks always do pretty well, and a mono blue tempo flying deck does really well. You know, that's just something that is always a decent deck to play. And so with Courser Captain, while it's not a flyer, it does pump all of our other pirates, and we have a lot of flying pirates and just a lot of value in this in general. And so I wanted to add this into it and kind of then bring it into like a blue flyers deck, which we will be building some other versions of this in the future as well. So we will get our Grixis pirates. We will be doing some other stuff with additional pirate lords, because I mean, pirates are they're just fun. Okay. But yeah, so basically with this game plan, we have Siren Storm Tamer, which is an amazing flyer. 1 mana, it counters things that target creatures you control. So we have some protection. We have Spectral Sailor. Just like, these are perfect tempo plays. We have Curious Obsession to help us draw cards as we're swinging in. We actually want to be swinging in aggressively because we have other creatures like our Stormfleet Aerialist, which has raid whenever it enters. If you attack this turn, you get a +1/+1 counter. And then Warkite Marauder, which is just a really powerful card. If we are up against other creatures of flying or anything like that, as it attacks a creature the defending player controls, loses all abilities and power, and its toughness goes down to 0/1. So basically, if they have a flyer, we can get rid of the flyer with Warkite Marauder. Same type of thing here with Dreamcaller Siren. Dr. Spilkin, thanks so much for the raid. And yeah, if you guys haven't already, go check out Dr. Spilkin's YouTube channel and his stream account. Anyway, yeah, so Dreamcaller Siren also lets us kind of tap things down at instant speed to be able to get through flyers as well. So we kind of get to command the airs in this deck. We control the skies. 2 copies of Temptation. I know it's not a pirate, but I mean, if you're going to play a mono blue flyers deck, you need to be playing Tempest Djinn. It is busted. It's really good. It gets +1/+1 for each basic island you control. If this goes unanswered, it will win games. And so in Historic right now, there's a lot of combo stuff. There's a lot of different things going on. This is definitely a little bit more of a janky deck. We do have some answers with Lofty Denial, you know, to kind of counter some stuff, Spell Pierce to counter some planeswalkers that are coming down. We have quite a bit of card draw with Shard of Course, Siren's Ruse, and Winged Words, Curious Possession, that kind of stuff. And so the goal is to kind of tempo people out of the game, just keep hitting in with flyers and try to win the game that way, and hope that that's enough. I think that for this deck to be really powerful, we probably ought to be bringing a few more counter spells into it, but I wanted to focus on pirates for this one. But just so you guys know, if you are wanting to build this, I'd probably cut things like Stormfleet Aerialist. Maybe there's a couple other ones you can cut as well, to add in a few more counter spells to actually give yourself a little bit more of a shot against the different archetypes, different decks that are out there. But overall, I mean, flyers are just aggressive. They're really good. And so let's go ahead and jump into gameplay, see how this one does for us, and wish me luck. All right, up against Ian Drackler, and oh my goodness, this hand. We are keeping this. We are indeed. Play the island, pass the turn, and I love these new islands that we just got. They're so glorious. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Yeah, that's pretty right there. That is pretty. All right, flash out Spectral Sailor. I was so admiring that I almost forgot to play this. All right, so it's probably double Curious Obsession, right? I know we probably should like spread out the love, play out a Siren Storm Tamer, but we get to protect it on the next turn. And right now, we'll just draw 2 cards, 3 cards a turn. You know, that's also good. Favorable Winds, take action. Siren Storm Tamer, pass the turn. We do need to find the land. Land would be grand. Okay, also Life's Bounty, so they will have some life gain potentially here. They're not going to have interaction right now, so let's wait on the Siren Storm Tamer for now. Swing in, draw a couple cards, down to 14. Give me land. There's a land. And Chart of Course. All right, so play the land. Let's go ahead and play Siren Storm Tamer. And we have 6 cards in hand. We can flash out Spectral Sailor and then go for Favorable Winds and pass the turn. Yeah, so we'll be at a pretty aggressive slot on the next turn. Danitha, so lots of life gain. That is annoying. It does slow down our game plan a lot, but this is where flyers are good, is that we get to hit consistently. And unless they get to pump their creatures a lot, we are going to be doing more damage than they will pretty soon. Courser Captain, pretty sweet stuff too. The nice thing about Courser Captain is it also gives us a treasure token, so we can play it and still hold up protection with Siren Storm Tamer, that kind of thing. And so really the reason we're playing it over other lures or other just flyer stuff is because it does create the token, and it's new, and it's fun, you know, all those things. Let's go for favorable wins here. All right, down to 6. Draw a couple more cards. Dude, Curious Obsession is just so good. And I guess we go for Aerialist. This now lets us block the Danitha pretty aggressively. We don't get to hold up protection, but I think right now we're trying to go wide instead. Board wipe would be terrible here. I doubt that they're playing it with what they have on board. So test and training, okay. First strike, so they can have the pump here. Yeah, going for all the auras. All right, so this is a Core Spirit Dancer deck. So we just played the Boros version of this. This is the Selesnya version. And yeah, Danitha's really good. Holy crap, this is really bad. Yeah, that's all sorts of really not good for us. All right, well, we will block here. Down to 11. We need to keep a chump block. Ooh. All right, Dreamcaller Siren is the perfect draw here. They could potentially give hexproof, but we get to swing in aggressively again. Okay, down to 5. Take action. Take action. All right, that's a lot of lands. Do I play out Siren Storm Tamer now? Is the question. I can hold up protection for our other ones. I think as another blocker here, potential blocker. All right, so play Siren Storm Tamer, pass the turn. We flash out Dreamcaller Siren, tap down their creatures. Okay, Calyx comes out. This is an ability, so we could chump block here. All right, they tick up instead. Perfect. All right, well, what's great about that is that we're going to go ahead and auto pay. We will tap you down. And it's great that it's big and all. It's really big, but we got the win. Yes! And that's exactly why you have Dreamcaller Siren. So typically in Mono Blue tempo, you have things like, you know, the 2-mana Merfolk, that kind of stuff. But I mean, pirates have all of the pieces in it, and it's powerful. It's really fun. All right, up against Baby Hurricane. Why do I want to say Hurricane? That's definitely not right, but it sounds right, but it doesn't. Okay, up against Gutter Bones shenanigans going on here. All right, pass the turn, flash out Spectral Sailor. We may, yeah, this is really aggressive. Cauldron Familiar. All right, so they are going to have things like Claim the Firstborn. Spectral Sailor does make that a little bit annoying. I'm flashing this out now, showing that we might block, but we're not going to. Seeing if they would stop, just in case. All right, Curious Obsession onto Spectral Sailor. We can be aggressive, but we're not quite answering what they're doing. Things like Unsummon could be pretty nice here. Siren Storm Tamer can block and kill quite a few things. Spell Pierce could be good against Witch's Oven. If it comes down, Claim the Firstborn. So I think that we pass the turn, we take our beats one more turn, and then try to go for some other stuff. That's bad. We can't sacrifice the treasure with Mayhem Devil on the board. All right, so let's attack in first, see what we draw. Maybe it is just blockers. Another 1-drop would have been really nice here. All right, the one nice thing about Warkite Marauder is that we can play it and make Mayhem the Devil lose the ability. If they don't have anything else good here, that's something. At the same time, though, if they find anything to sacrifice along the way here, both these guys are dead. They swing in for 1,000,000. So we'll see. We're probably dead. But these could just be 2 terrible cards, and we could trade off fairly well here. And then we need to find something like... Yeah, I think that we just go ahead and chump block. Let's see. They do get back a Gutter Bones and play it. We can take 5 here. Let's go ahead and take the 5. We get Corsair Captain on the ground as another chump blocker, but it also grows these guys, which lets us maybe block Mayhem Devil and win. Not win, but trade off. Dreamcaller Siren, also not a terrible play. In fact, a pretty good play. Does that let us swing in more aggressively? Yeah, just swing in with Spectral Sailor, draw a card, see what else we can hit. Pass the turn. Nerd Jam TV with raid with a party of 5. Thanks so much for hopping on. Man, we're getting all the raids today. I think that's like our 5th raid today. Sweet. All right, all the sacrifice stuff. Rude. Very rude. All right, they're going to sacrifice as few things as possible to try to get in for the damage, which will potentially let us... Rude again. All right. All right, so go Dreamcaller or Siren. Why is it asking how many lands I want to tap for it? Why would I ever tap any other lands that I have? So, man. Mayhem Devil. I guess Morkite Marauder. Oh, we're dead on board anyway, right? They deal 3 points of damage to us. Why would you not attack with the Cauldron Familiar? Oh, we can only block creatures with flying. Man, I do this all the time. I always forget to read the rest of my cards. All right, favorable wins. Now they sack stuff and kill some things. I don't know why they didn't sack the Warkite Marauder beforehand. Yeah, we're dead. It really doesn't matter. Rakdos Sacrifice is insanely powerful. If we had Siren Storm Tamer, we could... I think it protects anything creatures that attack or anything that targets me. So in its abilities or spells. So that is one thing with Siren Storm Tamer. Yeah, there are some decks that are good in Standard that are worth playing in Historic as well. And that's actually one of the things I like about it. Like, if you have a really good Standard deck, you can still play it in Historic and kind of test out the format a little bit. Keep this. Let's drop, I guess, an island. We can dig for island with the Curious Obsession. We have this sweet play again. Spectral Sailor into Curious Obsession if it's against red. All right, perfect. And Warkite Marauder. We have had, I think, a Curious Obsession in every single opening hand, which has been beautiful. And another one. Yeah, bring out the Siren Storm Tamer, pass the turn. Wolfwillow Haven, going for the ramp plan, of course. Let's go Curious Obsession. Number 2. There is something you said about just attacking and aggressively going for the Corsair Captain there. We could have even played the Curious Obsession as well. Let's see, so we already played a land. We lose protection here, but I think we go for the Warkite Marauder. Airless has higher toughness, but this actually stops if they potentially have a flyer. Or something with reach, like Gem Razor. Alright, Danith. Okay, so up against this deck again. Auras. All the auras. So I can only sacrifice this if there is a spell or an ability that's around. So I would love to be able to just play out the Siren Storm Tamer, or like put it in front of this and block. But I think right now we just go aggressive. Okay, Dreamcaller. So we've got the combo. They get to gain however much life they can gain on the next turn. We can chump block it, but then Siren, tap them down, swing in with everything. That should be game. Same thing as we did on the other one. Ancestral Mask, yeah, so flipping good. That's a lot of life. Yeah, I guess we go ahead and chump block here. All right, 18. We get to swing in the air. Okay, down to 9. So the hope is that we find the other Dreamcaller Siren, I guess. A 1-drop to block with would be pretty nice here as well. We have to be able to still play everything. All right, just pass the turn. So down to 9, we're hoping that they go crazy big here, gain lots of life, try to do that game plan. We Dreamcaller Siren, tap it down right before combat. All right, sacrifice. Yeah, why is it asking me to auto-pay for this every time? All right, so tap them down. We have lethal in the air. They have the Karametra's Blessing though. That was the worry. All right, can't block with the Siren. I guess we should have just taken it. All right, so go for drawing a bunch of cards. And we're just hoping to find another Dreamcaller Siren, basically. Siren's Ruse could also be good. We can block and then bring it back. But yeah, we didn't find it. So we go for Courser Captain. And Spell Pierce, probably not good now. So I guess just Stormfleet Aerialist, pass the turn. They could have protection from blue with All Seedalize Bounty or something here. Calyx, they can pay for it, so let it resolve. They tick up. Face Fetters.
And receive the gifts of the gods.
All right, chump with Warkite Marauder. Actually, Warkite Marauder could be good if we have more creatures on the ground at some point. So I guess we block here. Huh. Only when you do damage to a player. So let's go Curious Obsession onto I guess Dreamcaller Sign, we can't actually block with it, so let's just spread the love a little bit. Draw 4. Calyx gets to deal with something. I should have done this a little bit different. So we can kill Calyx and keep all of our creatures around. I guess we're fine if they just tick up with it. Silent Departure. What does Silent Departure do? Time Tree Navigator could be really fun as well. This game's probably over. We had pieces that we needed to find to win this game, and I think that we're just a little ways away from it now. I mean, we can bring out chump blockers for days to an extent. Let's see. Oh yeah, take action. Last one. All right, so another Warkite Marauder. We just need to bring out chump blockers for a bit. That's a good chump blocker for us. Corsair Captain. Another Treasure. And Siren Storm Tamer. I mean, with double favorable wins on the next turn, we can do some pretty big swinging. Like, we actually have a really powerful board. So pass the turn. Ticks up.
The patterned future appears before me.
Block with the captain. Take 17 or gain 17. Oh no. Let's see if they misclick here. They can pay the 2. This is kind of okay with us, I guess, though. I mean, they have the Calyx, but... And we lose a lot of card advantage. Alright, so Warkite Marauder. So Faith's Fetters is going to come down and probably hit Warkite Marauder. So we go favorable wins. Favorable wins. Decline. I don't think it's actually worthwhile here. And pass the turn. So we're trying to actually make sure Tempest Djinn hits and sticks.
The stars will light our way.
That is powerful enough for us to actually win the game. And that Shatters was not really expected. Yep. Okay, Tempest Djinn. Let's hope they don't have any other removal. Calyx can remove it actually already. That's the turn. Yeah, I think that we are in trouble. I mean, they can hide it, I guess, underneath the Faith's Fetters.
My light banishes you from this world.
So they can start creating wolves. We are still in this game, so we're going to play it out. Calyx is really annoying. If we find a creature for the next turn, we can still hit him before he can start removing more stuff. Mu Yingling. Yeah, Mu Yingling could be okay. It's not amazing, though, in this deck. Definitely doesn't do all that we're wanting it to.
Receive the gifts of the gods.
Okay, so test and training, they get some more card draw. Ancestral Mask, yep. What is Ancestral Max? It's +2/+2 for each other enchantment on the battlefield. Alright, good game. We get the Spectral Sailor. We could be able to attack Calyx, but if we didn't find another creature, it's over. So that's it. It was good. Yeah, I just didn't quite have enough interaction there. It was close. We just didn't find the right pieces at the right time. We had 2 cards in the rest of our deck that helped us in the early game. And we drew like 10 cards and didn't quite find it. That's going to happen sometimes. Tap land. We do have a creature turn 2 into Curious Obsession. So yeah, I guess we keep it. All right, go Warkite Marauder, pass the turn. That's one of those cards I don't think anyone really expects to see played. Wait, what? All right. At least they're doing that. All right, Curious Obsession. Do we go aggressive here with favorable winds and try to hit more creatures? Like, that's probably what we need to do. We have Chart of Course to draw cards later. The Spell Pierce could be nice, but I think that we... Yeah, just go for the damage. And hope that they don't have too much more damage. I don't even know what's in Gruul aggro now, because Burning Tree Emissary is gone. That was one of the main reasons to play Gruul aggro, but I mean, it's still a good deck. Swings for 6, yeah. Not the worst. Alright, so we can flash in a blocker. Let's go ahead and, I guess, swing first. Lofty Denial is pretty nice here as well. Do I go for the Chart of Course? We already have an answer for Embercleave. Aerialist is a 3/4. Alright, I guess we play that. If they have the Embercleave, it's pretty annoying, but we just got a really good blocker for ourselves. Cloppy. All right, so I think that we just go for the Dreamcaller Siren. We can't actually tap down Gruul Spellbreaker, but if they find anything else, we can tap down Klothys at least. Which keeps them away from being able to play Embercleave. Play land, and now we have Spell Pierce, and that held up, so pass turn. Deals 2, gains 2. Still, we have lethal on board. No Embercleave. Questing Beast. Okay, let it resolve. Dreamcaller Siren. Tap and tap. And Spectral Sailor. Just to show that we've got it all. Whew, all right, man. Yeah, Dreamcaller Siren has been crushing it for us. Like, every game that we've won, I think that that's been a big part of it. Just being able to, it's a tempo play. It's and with flyers, that really works well. So maybe we need things like Unsummon, like a few other like just good tempo-y type of plays. Brazen Borrower should probably come to the deck as well. Even though it's not a pirate, it's still good, you know. So yeah, I like it a lot. All right, Red Protoss is going to take his time here deciding. All right, Mulligan, I almost hit keep on accident there. Yeah, keep this. Drop. I guess a Warkite Marauder. We do want multiple flyers to actually stay aggressive. We do have card draw in hand. If they have removal, though, we're kind of screwed. But we're screwed if we don't have any creatures, so we're going to keep that. Dude, I love the look of these lands so much. I like that it doesn't have the border on here as well. They do a good job whenever they look good in Arena and in hand. There's some lands that look really good in hand, but then when you play them, they kind of look meh. All right, so they have the removal. Land for Tempest Djinn would be pretty sweet here. Ooh, all right. Probably takes Tempest Djinn or the Curious Obsession. They know my hand. I don't really feel like playing Stormfleet Aerialist without the value of getting stuff. Let's just play out of favorable winds past the turn. When we play creatures, they'll have a bit more value. Pinging in for 2 doesn't feel great. I guess stopping that would be nice, though. Elspeth Conqueror's Death doesn't do a whole lot against Stormfleet Aerialist. Alright, pass the turn, Flash and Spectral Sailor. Hopefully they don't have Teferi here.
Keep an open mind.
They whiff with Narset. Nice. Alright, flash this in. Pray no counter. Don't do it. Good. Don't do it. We're gonna do it. Alright, they've got it all. We're just gonna cry. Alright, play the Aerialist now. Pass the turn. So we can't draw cards until later. Let's go to combat. Swing at Narset. Play favorable winds. To maximize our mana, we could play out the Curious Obsession now. And try to be able to play more things on the next turn. But if they do have removal of any sort, it's really bad for us. It doesn't get sacked because we already did draw, or we already did swing. We could be holding up Mystical Dispute. We could, like, we'll hold it up like we have Spell Pierce. Swing for 5 isn't the worst game plan. I mean, yeah, what do you do about that? It's a lot of damage potential. Lofty Denial. All right, double Curious Obsession. We're hoping to hit land. And another 1-drop would be great. Dude, it feels so good to be winning with a Stormfleet Aerialist. I mean, when does that ever happen? All right, play Silent Storm Tamer, pass the turn, hold up Lofty Denial, encounter quite a few things, but not that. I could stop them from playing anything else, or I can protect Tempest Djinn. I can't really protect Tempest Djinn though, can I? Unless they pay 4, they have 5 mana up. All right, well, we counter whatever else they play. They could just play Kaya's Wrath just to get back Narset. All right, starting Storm Tamer. We haven't played a land yet. Let's go ahead and chart a course. Try to hit the land for Lofty Denial. Eugh. All right, drop the Tempest Djinn, pass the turn. So yeah, I'm not playing Tempest Djinn because they're holding up the Elspeth Conqueror's Death for it. Now that we don't have it, they may play it out just to hit something else. Yeah, they do. Okay. They still have Castle Locthwain as well. All right, so Lofty Denial is going to be more expensive on the next turn. Let's attack in first. Okay, down to 5. So we lose Lofty Denial, but Lofty Denial really doesn't do much here. We put out Lethal past the turn. Yes. Oh my goodness. And they couldn't play the Castle Locthwain because it would have killed him there as well. So, whew. All right. Well, we got control, and that's just sticking with it. I honestly thought that we were dead from the way that we were playing at the beginning, but Owls with Conqueror's Death does not hit 2-drops, and we have a lot of really powerful 2-drops in our deck, so not too shabby. All right, so in the wrap up with this deck, I think it's powerful. I think it's really fun. I mean, mono blue tempo is always good. Pirates as the tempo game plan, actually pretty powerful. Like, I think that the Dreamcaller Siren is actually really powerful. We've seen the power of that in the blue Merfolk, you know, whatever it is. That's also played pretty often in Merfolk Trickster in tempo type of decks. And this was really powerful as well. I think that we did a good job with it. Different cards are good in different situations. In Historic, I feel like right now, especially with meta, we're not really sure where it's at. It's hard to really know what cards you need to be playing for, what, you know, how many counter spells, everything that you put in. In Tempo, you can just kind of outvalue people in just about any deck. So this is good just about anywhere. It's powerful. I like it. It's fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it overall. And we're going to go ahead and jump into some other stuff here on Twitch, as that's where I'm recording everything. That's why you're seeing all the chat stuff going up here. But if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, and then also jump down into the description, click the link to Twitch, and just leave a follow, even if you don't watch or whatever. Just appreciate, so that when you are on, if ever you do get on Twitch, you can see me when I pop up, which I'm streaming Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday. And yeah, so times do vary based off everything, but it's, anyway, follows are appreciated. Anyway, thank you guys so much. We'll jump into some other stuff here.